Hope you enjoying what thanks for watching this is Sellavin asking my latest review on Digimon Universe Appli Monsters episode 32. After a big reveal that Offmon became Shotmon. After he used the Amplified Duo. He got angry. He became Shutmon. You get it, like shut off Mon. Something like that. And he became an ultimate athlete Digimon. He was able to beat Sellavin. However, after he did that, he managed to lose control of himself, and now he's going crazy. He started attacking his friends, and he doesn't have the time limit like the others. Like the others have the time limit. 60 seconds. And then they go back to normal. But now he seems different. This could be another side effect of the Appli Drive Duo, which is far stronger than the other Appli Drives. That means that there's a chance that the Appli Drive Duo could be gained by some of the other kids. That's probably their next evolution. He goes crazy. Everyone's trying to calm him down. He bites Haru. Haru literally stands in the way of him. He gets injured. Data coming from his back. Remember, the fact that they're in the AR field, their bodies are now digital. It's the same thing with the digital world. When humans travel to the digital world, they become data themselves. It's the same concept. He's shocked at what he did. He goes back. He tells them that when he turns into Shotmon, he hears this voice, like this whisper, this dark instinct telling him to destroy and terminate everything that's around him. He feels bad for what he did to Yuujin. Yuujin takes the blow. Ever since then, like he's confined himself in the box. How he's inside one box, inside of another box. And I'm talking about cardboard boxes, but then there's this metal box with these seals on them. I think he's trying to, hide himself by being inside the box. He's ashamed of what he did. So they tried to get him out. He just how they tell weird stories, like for example, how to get him out. Like Haru remembers the story of this sun goddess who was angry with the people, so she decides to, not to. So she decides to close herself off inside a cage. But the other gods and the people held a festival, and she eventually came out. So they decided to do the same thing, take inspirations from that. Haru pretends to be a hood, as in he pretends to be like a delinquent or whatever, and then there's Aries. She says she pretends to be a wrestler, all that stuff. This all gets Offmon interested. Then there's finally Astra, who pretends to be the celebrity, gets swallowed by a snake or whatever. It's just weirdly confusing, and pretty funny. In the end, none of them work, They all just tell ridiculous stories for no reason, It's definitely very, very, sad, Offmon looks like he's never gonna come out, Yuji tries to take him home. He has a moment with Haru. He remembers how Haru, had his back, way back when he and the other kids were, in middle school. They took instructions from him, to guide to this map to get to this forest, they were going hiking or something, they followed his directions, and they all got lost, They didn't follow his directions, so all the other kids stopped listening to him. But Haru was the only one who didn't stop listening to him. He said, said, never leave a friend behind. And that's when he always had his back. Remember, these two had a close friendship for years, He remembers that. That's probably one of the reasons why they have friends, because they look out for each other, Remember, and you guys remember, the same thing happened to Haru when he first met Yuujin, years way back when, a couple episodes ago, I can't remember what episode, but it's probably on my playlist. You can probably find it, how Haru met Yuujin. Seeing this, it's obviously that Haru who wants to help Yuujin, but Yuujin has to find a way to deal with this himself, because he doesn't know how to handle Shotmon or Offmon, because now that Offmon, is scared, it doesn't want to be near him, It's obviously he doesn't want to be partners with him anymore. He even sneaks off, when Yuujin's in the bath, He sneaks off, say he doesn't want to be around him anymore because he's afraid to be hurt. Stays with Yuujin, he's going to hurt him again, This is obviously a big mistake because Sellavin finds him right away, Saying that he has a score to settle with him, how he humiliated him, especially when he humiliated in his mega form. as Shutmon, you know, and his mega form was kind of badass, you know, that things get complicated, you know. Yuujin eventually finds out Offmon is missing, you know. Offmon, you know, doesn't want Eugene's help, you know, but Eugene's still willing to stand beside him, you know. He still doesn't want to give up on his partner, you know. Cause like he knows he feels sorry for what he did, but he's still not willing to give up. Eventually, he finds him, you know, helps protect him from Sellavin, you know. Now, the thing is, you know, he's afraid, you know. Osmon's afraid to become Shutmon. He doesn't want to hurt Yuujin, but Eugene's not willing to give up on this conversation, you know. And he wants to help him no matter what. He's not going to give up, saying that how much he believes in him and all that stuff, you know. Even though he was willing to abandon his partner, his body, because of what he did, it's obvious that he feels remorse, you know. But he doesn't want to, you know, put him in any more danger. But he knows that they have to work together in order to overcome this crisis, you know. No. Eventually, you know, they work together again, and he becomes Shotmon again. But this time, he managed to gain control of himself, you know. He managed to, you know, to control his power, and he's not going on a rampage like he did before, you know, which is a good thing, you know. However, against Sellavin, his power is not enough, you know. I know he needs help, you know, because he's never faced. Because last time he faced him, he was like out of control, but this time, you know, he's gained the power, but he's not gonna able to, you know, handle him by himself, you know, especially when it comes to him and his long distance attack, you know. But he managed to get help. How Haru shows up, both him and Globamon, you know, managed to lend in the help, even though he has the time limit, you know, he's still willing to help and keep up with him, you know. Then Haru gets the idea, you know. In order to do this, they have to work together. So he gives Yuujin in Globamon's chip, you know. So they combine Globamon with Shutmon, and now he has Globamon's powers, which is pretty impressive, you know. Globamon was already powerful by himself, you know. He was already powerful enough by himself. So, and now with Globamon's power, you know, he's more than a match. He managed to beat him, you know. It was a good fight, you know. I really love how they did the music for the moments, you know. It was very different from we usually get from the episode. But anyway, it was a good episode because, you know, not only were they able to you know, to quell the problem, even though it was pretty fast, you know, fast paced, they were also managed to work together and defeat the enemy. And it's obviously the Appli Drive duo, you know. The fact that he was able to, you know, use Globamon's chip, you know, it's obvious he still has the same qualities as the Appli Drive, but what is the Appli Drive duo? It's likely the next step in Appli Drives, you know, but how is Haru and the others supposed to awaken it, you know? And that's something even more suspicious. How does this guy who, like, takes Selavavin's chip, it looks like he's going to use it, yet that sinister smile on his face, and it looks like we're going to get to know this guy in the next episode, you know? Seeing this, I really loved how they handled it, you know, because the fact that they were able to work together shows how strong a friendship their bond is between Haru and Yuujin, but also how they were willing to work together as a team, and Haru trusting him enough to give him his power. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions, like who's that stranger? What's Leviathan going to be up to next time? And also, what is Eugene's backstory? Because there's still a big, what you call, giant hole in that. There's still a lot we don't know about the character, you know, especially when it comes to the mystery of his mother, you know. Spoiler alert, you know. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed the next one. This was a good episode. I really enjoyed the episode. I gave it an A+, an A or whatever, a 4 out of 5. Because Yuujin, you know, dealing with the loss of control of his abdomen. I wish we would have gotten that for at least a couple more episodes. But I've seen this before in other series, you know. The out of control Digimon that one of the Appli drivers has only lasts one episode. I really like how they did that element, you know, because it really reminds me of the old school Digimon, where in times in the previous series, you know, and practically every Digimon loses control, at least for one of the Digidestined or chosen. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. See you guys next time. I'm gonna put a link down. I'm gonna put a link in the video for all my videos on Digimon, and also for my playlist. See See you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.